Hello, it's a Music Coffee Chat listeners. This is part 2 of our first ever tier list for Chinese music instrument. Thanks for listening.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so that's for the versatility. Now let's talk about ease of listening, and I think this one will definitely bump some instruments into the higher tier and some instrument in the opposite direction also.
But I think this category is quite subjective. We'll try to be as objective as possible, but we do all have our own
preferences and tastes also. So with that said, erhu.
Erhu. Okay, for Hu Qin's.
Yeah, that's why I split it up first because this is going to be a very polarizing decision. But I would say erhu is in S tier though.
Yes, I would say erhu is in S tier.
Erhu is definitely an S tier instrument.
And Gao Hu is
I would say either A or B.
I would say A.
Zhonghu?
Zhonghu, I would say S also.
Yeah, because it's, again, back to the topic of the range. It sounds comfortable. It's like a human voice talking to you, singing to you.
And lower pitch instruments are usually more comfortable to the ears.
Again, subjective. Yeah, but I would
not
agree
too
to that.
low.
Yeah. Like my voice. Okay, so the Yangqing.
Yangqing.
Kinda, I would say S tier lah.
I wouldn't say S tier.
Because
it can be quite annoying.
Ouch, and I say such high regards for your instrument. But yes, why? Depends on what
depends on what
the type of pieces also.
Yeah, of course, if you play nice, slow things, or dun, 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 it's very nice, it's S tier. But
if the more contemporary,
yeah, for example, the
hey, excusez-moi, but okay.
But, well, maybe that is not very fair because those are practice pieces.
Etudes, yeah. But even erhu etudes sound nice, you have to admit.
Yeah. Yeah,
even contemporary modern pieces on the erhu, it just sounds pleasant enough to still want to finish it. Whereas maybe I think we're looking at it in a way like because Yangqing is more like 点状, like the notes are not
percussive instrument.
Yeah, it's more percussive.
So it's a bit more intrusive to your ear because there's this attack.
It doesn't connect sometimes. Like the notes between notes.
It's not too flowy.
Even though we can do it as flowy as we can, try to connect the dots as much as we can, but yeah, it has its limitations too.
Okay. How about A?
A. But guzheng? Would you put it in the same?
Yeah, I'll put it in A also.
Right?
Yeah, because some
since we already established the instrument type.
Because some tunes really quite
interesting
to me. Okay, I would say annoying when they start to
So is it okay to also put pipa in the A tier, or what do you think? Yeah, since we already definitely know guzheng and yangqing is in A tier.
What do you think?
I would say A tier also.
Okay,
yeah,
A tier.
Just because it's also quite a jarring. I wouldn't say jarring, but its tone is also quite out there also, and in Singapore term, like it can be quite gelat after a while. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you can.
Impressive to look at, definitely, but listening,
it gets tiring.
Yeah, subjectively, some people might find it tiring after seeing them do so many stunts on the instrument.
And in a, prolonged.
Yeah.
Prolonged.
Listening, sitting.
If they do the stunts for very long, it gets tiring to listen to.
I would put it in S. It's also like, no matter how explosive it is, right, it would still be in that, like it wouldn't. What do you think?
Yes. I think it has something to do with the tone of the instrument, also, right? The range. It's not so piercing and.
But 大然? Definitely S, or I would say A.
I'll say S lah. I mean, they cannot do a lot of things to irritate people.
Dum, 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 dum. Unless you're like perpetually annoyed by bassy instruments. But yeah, 大然, 中然 in the more mellow sounding one. How about Liu Qing?
Liu Qing, I would say
B.
B.
Yeah,
B
just
would be
because in terms of the register, the range.
good. Yeah, it's very high. And I mean, if you play on the lower register, it still sounds quite nice, really nice. If you go all the way up to the high notes, oh man.
Guzheng.
Guzheng is
S.
definitely S, yes.
Yeah, Guzheng is an S tier. Bangdi.
Bangdi.
B. Just because of the tier. I mean the register.
The range, yes.
But then Chidi, A.
GD, okay, A. I would say A.
How about the 唢呐, 高音唢呐? C.
C.
C. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's a good instrument. Yeah, but I mean, 中音唢呐.
Maybe a B.
Yeah, just because I think looking down the tier list, right, it's like mostly categorized by range. The register, the range of the instrument.
The range also the
tone color.
Yeah, the tone color. Whether is it thin or whether is it
管.
Rich. 管. I would say A, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why though? Why did we unanimously say A?
This guan sounds a bit like clarinet, which is not so piercing. It's
but there's also
quite...
this buzzing texture to it, you know. It's not entirely smooth. I mean, when you listen guan closely.
Yes, there is this buzzing, but is it annoying to you?
No, it's not. But I don't think it's like smooth like butter, creamy kind of texture. So, yeah. So I would put it in an A lah, because my preference would be something that's more, smooth like erhu like that.
Okay. Sure.
But Xun.
Xun, I would say S tier.
Because it's so low and mellowy. Yeah. 葫芦丝?
葫芦丝 A perhaps.
Because it does get a little annoying after a while.
Wait, now that you mentioned that, maybe B.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're bumping you down, 葫芦丝, even though it's such a popular instrument.
Okay, let's give it A.
Aiyo.
This is a personal, objectively,
A.
It
is a very soothing sounding instrument too. Yeah, like even you walk into a spa and then you hear the 葫芦丝 music.
Yeah, it's actually quite nice from recordings. It's just that sometimes when we sell 葫芦丝, then people can play.
I think because they don't know how to play yet lah.
But even if they do, sometimes it depends on the piece that the person play. I mean, there's this 大师 that comes in and play, and after a while it sounds really draggy and annoying.
True.
But that is not being very fair to the instrument. So I would say A. Yeah, in normal circumstances, in recordings, it's very nice. And
Bahu S tier lah.
Yeah,
it's quite an S tier sounding instrument.
Yes.
But sheng. Yeah. 中音声 I would say an A.
Okay.
But 高音声
maybe a B leh.
B, because it's quite a loud instrument.
But that's me lah, you know. Objectively, I think an A would be fine.
高音声 I would say it's between A and B too. Depends But generally, it's still nice to listen to. So 高音声 So I would think A would be quite fair.
A, okay.
Again, our own opinion.
Yeah, but if my opinion, I'll give it a B.
Okay, if we can slot between A and B, then that would be where 高音声 is wedged in between A and B.
Okay, A.
Alright, so we've already done 3 criteria. Let's do our final category for today.
Alright, okay.
And it's the maintenance. So maintenance, earlier on we mentioned like how to keep the instrument in its playable state after a long period of time.
Or even a short period of time.
So let's start with the huqing.
Okay, I would give it S because it's very easy to just change the strings and the bows.
Yeah, and you only have to take care of the snake skin. If the snake skin is good, you can even play it for decades and still no problem.
Yeah, even if it has sunk a little bit, it
You
still
can still
works.
play, it just sound a little muffled, but you definitely can still use it. What about Yangqing? I would say it's a B tier. Like.
I would say I've always thought that it was a C tier because there's so many strings.
Okay.
There's so many strings to tune, and it's very difficult. It's more difficult to change the strings compared to erhu.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I have to agree that. Agree to that.
The strings, they go rusty after a while.
Yeah, and you cannot prevent it, even though we would diligently put oil over it weekly, but it will still brown.
Yeah.
It won't have the rust dust, but it will still brown.
Like, I have some erhus that I've not changed the strings for like 10 years.
And still usable.
It's still usable.
Won't it be a bit too crusty to use?
No, it's not crusty. It just will not sound as good as it
but
was.
Still usable.
But still usable.
Yeah, but Yangqing, once the string go rusty, even tuning is difficult. You can't keep it in the same tuning between the strings already.
And it will snap, right? If it's rusty and you tune it.
Yeah, you cannot hold the tension already. So, sad to say, quite C tier in terms of maintenance. You have to do more, like, basically, in order to keep it in playable condition.
Yeah.
And now Yangqing has a pedal, so one more thing to take care of.
Okay.
Yeah.
But these are the things that actually the player can do.
Yeah, just do more. You just have to do more.
Yeah, so maybe let's give it a B tier because you still can do it if you put in the effort.
Oh, yeah, because
as compared to there are some
other instruments
which you need to bring to specialized people to do
which
it.
we'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
But guzheng?
Guzheng, I would say
A tier.
A tier.
It's quite an easy instrument to take care of.
Yeah, the only thing is there are quite a lot of strings.
Yeah, so that's why we would not put it in S tier, but A tier, because just of the sheer number of strings, not compared to Yangqing, but yeah. Pipa.
Pipa, S tier.
Why not A? Because after a while, I mean, the fret is also one thing you need to take care of also. Like, you use it over time. What do you think? Like, okay.
Gets run down, is it?
Or
gets buzzing, is it?
Sometimes the fret might be touching the string, like pong ping, this kind of issue.
Buzzing.
And it gets, you have to like arrange the fret because it will cause the string to sound pitchy. All the fretted instrument has this issue. So as compared to you don't have fret, you eliminate one problem to maintain what.
Instead, about maintenance, what can you do about it?
We can't, because okay, if looking at a point of longevity, the fret would be causing the instrument. You need to either do it an overhaul, or you have to take extra care. Like over time, you can't say like, I own this erhu for 10 years and I haven't do anything about it. It's still playable. But I can't see myself saying the same thing for pipa or even zhongran liuqing, this fretted instrument. I would say it's an A tier.
Okay.
Do you agree with that?
Okay, let's give it an A tier. Just because it is a fretted instruments and
like one more component to take care of.
Yeah, it gets worn down over time and okay.
How about the runs? In the same notion as it's fretted.
Okay, same thing.
I mean, we have to give kudos to this 4-string instrument. All you have to do is change string and you can use it already. But we're looking at a long-term maintenance also. So that's why they are in the A category.
Okay.
So 中阮、柳琴、大阮 all in the A tier. Yeah. How about the 古琴?
古琴, I would say B or C because changing the strings is really not easy.
I still don't know how to change a 古琴 string.
I actually went to a short workshop to learn how to change the strings.
So it's not very easy.
Yeah, I learned how to do it then, but I totally forgot how to do it now already.
So a B or C?
I would say C.
C. Just
okay. I would say B.
Yeah, because there are some instruments that's more worthy in the
in the C tier.
So moving on to the wind category, 笛子, the bang Ds, 3 Ds. Nothing much to really take care of, unless just the demo. That's it.
Yeah.
So
sometimes it might go out of tune, but
but that one is up to the manufacturing. Like at least, now that you say it, because we say like 琵琶中阮大阮流行 because it's fretted. It will, over time, it definitely will have some effect.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure whether a 笛子 will go out of tune after a while and why it goes out of tune after a while.
Yeah, we don't have enough information on that.
I would give it an S tier for the fact that you just need to change the demo.
Demo. So all both 帮底取底啊。How about the 声？哈哈。
The 声
C tier.
C tier because there's a lot of mechanisms inside.
Yeah, within the pipe you have so many things you have to melt, you have to mold, you have to keep in, I don't know, but definitely something that we cannot do it on our own. We have to pass it over to sheng technicians or players who are so dedicated to the instrument that they learn it themselves. Yeah, but I would say a majority of the students might not know how to. So
Yes.
So all shengs in the C tier.
Yes.
In terms of maintenance, don't worry. The sonats.
Sona.
I think I would say in the B tier because of the reed, the 哨子. Because what I noticed from Sona and Guan players, when reed, right, they have to, sand it, they have to shape it, they have to always soak it in something before they start playing. And if you don't sound good, usually the reed is the main culprit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's something that you have to pay a very close attention to in terms of making your instrument sound alright, or even produce a sound. So I would put in the B tier. Not as complicated as C tier. C for complicated. B for barely. Yeah, so maybe the sonats and guans I would put in the B tier.
Okay, alright.
But 葫芦丝,
Hulusi,
kind of B or C also.
yeah, I would say A or B. The reed is a problem, sometimes when the reed
we
gets
stuck,
damaged or stuck, then you can't play it and you can't
you
really...
say A and B, I say B and C. Those the common factor is B.
B, okay.
Yeah. 八屋,
also B.
yeah, because of the 黄片. Yeah.
The reed.
Once it's damaged, then you have to buy out new
Change
one.
it.
Yeah. So
You have to, remove it and
八屋
wax it again.
熏.
Shin, I don't know.
How can you do anything about it? It's already shaped, clay shaped.
Yeah, there's
You
nothing
don't do
you need to
anything.
do.
S tier. Wow. Wow. Unanimous. Even though it's in other tiers. But finally Shin got an S tier in something.
Oh, yay. No, I thought Shin got S tier in the...
Oh, right.
Ease of
The ease of
listening.
listening. Yeah. Xiao.
Xiao, I would say S.
We put 笛子 in the...
We put this in S, because
S
for the
tier,
fact
yeah,
that
lor.
you just need to change demo.
Nothing much to really take
yeah.
care. No, Xiao doesn't even have a demo.
Yeah, so it's like S.
Yeah, S tier.
SS.
So I think that's about it.
Okay, that's about it.
Wow, actually it's quite a comprehensive tier list, and I'm quite excited to see this list form as we went on throughout this whole episode.
Yeah, and I'm quite excited to hear about your comments as well.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Not in a sarcastic way. We're really open to discussion because this is quite a new kind of discussion that we're putting out. Putting instrument in the tier list. So definitely would love to hear from you.
Yes.
All right, so thank you so much for listening, and we would definitely look forward to your comments and your opinions on this tier list. So once again, I'm Anson.
I'm Sung Wah.
We're from Eastern Music, and this is Coffee Chat. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.